Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about the Beats Pro. I will be sharing my honest thoughts on 7 key aspects: the design, the build quality, the sound quality, the noise cancellation, the ecosystem integration, the battery life, and the latency. Design. I have to say, Beats really keeps up its stylish design game. It's unique and stands out. The charging case adopts a rounded, square design, slightly larger than the AirPods Pro. The surface has a soft touch material, giving it a comfortable anti-slip feel. The back of the case features a USB-C charging port with a status indicator below the lid opening. The pairing status light is white, and while the lid opens with a spring mechanism and has reverse magnets, there is no stopper. The earbuds themselves are stylishly equipped with wingtips, which have a certain flexibility to bend and adapt to different users' ear shapes. This design helps keep the earbuds secure during intense physical activity. Additionally, they come in 4 color options: black, white, gray, and purple, offering some variety for personal preference. For the build quality, the pros. The matte texture of the material feels really nice to the touch and offers good durability, resisting scratches. Additionally, the small details on the earbuds are well thought out, such as the button feedback, which is moderate and responsive. There is no need for heavy pressure when touching the controls, and there is no issue with unresponsive touch inputs, making operation quite comfortable. The cons. However, I believe the overall feel of the charging case needs improvement for a flagship product in the $150 price range. In a market where CNC machined flagship devices are the norm, the plastic feel from the hard mold still comes across too strongly. The hinge design also feels flimsy, leading to noticeable looseness in the lid. This does not impact the overall sense of quality. In the sound quality of the bass, the low end is one of the standard features of the Beats Fit Pro. It delivers a rich quantity of bass with decent depth, definitely better than the AirPods Pro 2 in this price range. When playing bass-heavy music, such as electronic or hip-hop, it provides a solid sense of rhythm and impact. However, the texture and elasticity of the bass could be better. For music with a more powerful, grandiose sound, the low end can become overly pronounced, causing the sound to feel a bit muddy. The overall response lacks some realism, and it can lead to listener fatigue over longer listening sessions. For the mid-range performance can be described as average. The vocal reproduction is fairly good, with voices being clear, but the emotional expression and detail aren't as refined. This is a common issue with Apple-branded headphones. The mids lack that richness and emotional depth that really draw you in. When listening to pop music, the separation between vocals and instruments is also just okay. Overall, the music's layering and depth could definitely be improved. High frequency. The high frequency extension is quite good, with a nice brightness and transparency. Instruments like flutes and violins are handled well, showcasing decent tone and detail. However, the energy in the highs is relatively weak, and in musical passages that require strong high-end presence, it may not stand out enough. To put it simply, it struggles with larger, more dynamic pieces of music, lacking that wow factor in brightness and penetration that truly captures attention. The noise cancellation, the pros. Equipped with a custom acoustic platform and the H1 chip, the Beats Fit Pro effectively handles active noise cancellation, particularly for mid to low frequency ambient noise. It works well at cutting out engine sounds on buses or subways, as well as the chatter of nearby crowds. While the adaptive noise cancellation is not as deep as the AirPods Pro 2, the overall smart functionality remains highly consistent. When paired with Apple devices, the H1 chip ensures stable performance, and the audio transmission quality at activating noise cancellation is exceptional, providing nearly seamless integration and a smooth, uninterrupted experience. The cons. The noise cancellation depth is noticeably weaker compared to the AirPods Pro 2, but considering the lower price, it's still acceptable. However, the wind noise cancellation performance is quite average. It's hard to believe that this is a level of performance expected from a $160 TWS product. For example, during cycling or running, the wind noise can often overpower the music, significantly affecting the listening experience during physical activities. The ecosystem integration. First of all, the The Apple H1 chip delivers seamless connectivity whether you're connecting to a Mac or an iPhone. The automatic switching between devices is fast and smooth without the need for manual intervention, making it very convenient. It also supports iCloud syncing, which ensures a consistent personalized experience when switching between different Apple devices. The audio sharing and Find My features between Apple devices also provide a good user experience. The spatial audio with head tracking isn't as sensitive or as enhanced as the AirPods Pro 2, but when listening to Dolby Atmos tracks, it still creates a solid sense of immersion, almost like you're at a live music event. Battery life. The overall battery life is standard for Apple's earphones, but when compared to many other brands, it doesn't really stand out. With noise cancellation enabled, you get around 4 plus 20 hours of total playback time. However, the fast charging feature is a nice touch, allowing for a 5-minute charge to give you roughly 40 to 50 minutes of music playback without ANC on. Latency. The latency on Apple devices is pretty low, with a minimum of 117 milliseconds, while on non-Apple devices, the full link latency is around 174 milliseconds. Overall, the latency performance is fairly average. For everyday music listening and video watching, you won't notice any significant delay. However, in high FPS gaming scenarios, where low latency is crucial, there might be some audio-video sync issues. Compared to many Bluetooth earphones, around $50 with LC3 low latency support, the Beats Pro doesn't offer any real advantage in this regard. Overall, if you are an Apple fan and an Apple product user, getting the Beats Fit Pro at a discount for casual listening or workout use is a decent choice. However, considering the noise cancellation and overall sound quality, the marketing claims are a bit exaggerated. It doesn't offer particularly high value for money. That said, from a fashion standpoint, the sound and noise cancellation are adequate, and if that is your priority, it works fine, but I wouldn't highly recommend it otherwise. Thank you so much for tuning in to our episode today. See you next time.
You are my warm place. You are my mad strike. Set me ablaze. I wish we could stay, but I got other demons I need face to face. You left me with a heavy heart. I'm colder than the in the dark. I feel the air around me as it starts to move. I realize I never had that much to lose.